Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and welcome back to the weekly series Suffering Saturday, where I fall victim to you guys and the voting poll. Every single week I question my sanity, and every single week I wonder and I pray, am I ever gonna get out of the clutches of the voting poll? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's gone! It's leaving! I'm fully burned! The voting poll on the website youtube.com is finally getting deleted. Thank you. Thank you, Susan! For anybody that's genuinely curious on what are the top 10 best voice lines in Overwatch, they're probably so irritated and confused by the first 30 seconds of this video. But in case you guys are new to the top 5 or top 10 series on my channel, every single video is determined from the previous poll from last week's top 5 episode. And last week you wanted to see the top 10 best voice lines, even though I promised something else, but I already did that video, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. But no more! Well, actually, we have one more voting poll next week, but no longer will I be a victim to your guys' memes. It's finally over, but not this week or even next week, so I still gotta do it. Vote in the top right hand corner for next week's top 5 episode between the top 10 best sprays, which has been going on for like 3 months now, or the top 10 best year 4 of event Overwatch skins. I figured this is the last week of the anniversary event, so this will give you a chance to possibly get a skin that you might want from the 4th year of Overwatch anniversary events, or not, because we're all broke boys here. So that's why more than likely you're buying voice lines, and that's why more than likely you're spamming it in every single one of your games, because gosh dang it, you earned that 75 voice line. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there's like about 900 voice lines in Overwatch for a bunch of heroes. This list is not gonna match up to what you think are the top 10 best voice lines. I tried to pick the most iconic ones, but more than likely I'm gonna have to do a separate video talking about even more voice lines. But one thing that I want you guys to do in the comments after you vote on the top right hand corner is to tell me what you think are the best references to in real life stuff. Like Reaper has a voice line where he says I'm back in black, and that's a reference to AC/DC's Back in Black song. So stuff like that, I want you guys to comment some references so that in the future I can make a video on them, because I don't know everything in the world, I don't know everything in pop culture, so educate me. But let's also talk about some voice lines that are some of the best that I do know and that the community also loves as well. Starting off our list at number 10 is a hero that just has buttery smooth voice lines. Like, all of them can make a top 10 list. Season 4 top 5 best McCree voice lines. I don't know, we're getting ahead of ourselves. At the number 10 spot, this is McCree's I'm not good, I'm not bad, but I'm sure as hell ain't ugly voice line.
I'm not good, not bad, but I sure as hell ain't ugly.
Listen, if you don't know my love for McCree voice lines, this is basically how I describe my love. I want to lose my virginity to McCree voice lines. Like, F music, F romantic songs, no. I want McCree's voice actor, Matt Mercer, to be talking while I lose my V card. That's how good and succulent his voice is. And if the girl that I'm getting dirty with doesn't want to hear Matt Mercer talk, then I don't want her anyway, alright? That ain't waifu material. God, this video is off to a bad start. Now, coming in at the number 9 spot is a voice line that was inspired by probably the most famous meme coming out of a hero, because even the voice actor for this hero that has never played Overwatch in his life is aware of the meme that he basically spawned, and this is Genji's You Need Healing voice line.
You need healing.
Now, I know the actual voice line meme comes from him spamming I need healing or I require healing, but this is in response to that meme and all the healers that refuse to heal him, to the Mercies that refuse to yellow beam him, or to the Moors that refuse to give him the gamer girl P. Now he's telling them, hey, listen, I know I can be annoying, but guess what? If you're not gonna heal me, then I ain't gonna protect you. And then that Genji on the enemy team is gonna come after you, and then guess what? Now we both need healing. You need healing. Taking the number 8 spot is a voice line that is the only one that I could really decipher, because in retrospect they all sound the same, and that might sound insensitive, like, oh, they don't sound all the same, bro, you whack, you just don't know Omnix and how they speak. But when you look at Bastion's boo woo, God, I'm not gonna say it. It's his Christmas song voice line. Now, I don't know where I saw this interview, but in case you guys don't know, there is an actual voice actor for Bastion that speaks into a microphone, but obviously there's an audio engineer that goes and messes with it, adds some reverbs and, I don't know, audio technicality, but basically they had to have someone speak into a mic, say words so that they can change it into a Christmas chime, and they also had to pair text with that voice line. And they named it Boo Boo Boo. It's so adorable and so wholesome, just like all the other Bastion voice lines, and that's why I love it. This one, it's just a good one because it's an actual song. However, if you look at any other voice line, you don't really know what he's trying to like say or do, and the text with the voice lines don't really match up with what he's saying also. And numbers, God, I love this video so much. I didn't know I would have this much fun talking about voice lines. But at the number 7 spot is a voice line that is not only perfect for the hero, but is perfect because of this hero. That might not make sense, but let me just explain. This is Torbjorn's Try My Meatballs voice line.
You should try my meatballs.
Okay, so this is good because he's obviously Swedish, and in case you guys have never been to IKEA, the Swedish make really good meatballs and somewhat good furniture. I mean, it's not the best, and there's even a voice line that calls to the IKEA furniture, which I also considered for this video. But I like this Try My Meatballs voice line because it's Torbjorn telling you to try his meatballs. I might just be 10 years old. No, that is a fact. I am 10 years old and find this voice line hilarious. But if you don't find this at least a little bit amusing, then you have no soul in your body. You're probably a mercy man in your soul left a long time ago from when Genji was spamming I need healing. But now he has a voice line to throw that back into your face. So now you're probably just sitting there crying. Moving to the number 6 best voice line in Overwatch is a hero that has spawned some classic voice lines. I mean, every single hero has classic voice lines, but he's just a wholesome character with some wholesome voice lines, and he just really likes bananas and peanut butter. That's such a weird combination of foods. I decided to go with Winston's "Did somebody say peanut butter?" voice line.
Did someone say peanut butter?
So a little fun fact about me, I can't eat peanut butter. If I do, I will die. Now there's some of you guys that want to send me peanut butter when I do open a P.O. box, maybe in the future. It's kind of funny because the people that sent me the Overwatch cookbook early also sent me ingredients to make Winston's peanut butter pudding, which also came with Winston's peanut butter, which I was so hyped about, but I was also so sad because I couldn't enjoy and eat up Winston's peanut butter. Is that a pause? I don't know, but I do want to eat his banana. No pause on that. I feel like I'm not really explaining why these voice lines are good, but you should already know why the voice line is good if you see it on this video. Rather than talk about good voice lines, how about for the honorable mention spot, because we haven't done one of these in a long time, let's talk about a voice line that is neither good nor bad, but rather so annoying that has left so many people traumatized that you can just hear faintly in the distance.
And they say chivalry is dead.
Doomfist's "And They Say Chivalry is Dead" voice line.
And they say chivalry is dead. And they say, and they say, and they say, and they say, and they say.
Now, I say that I want to kill myself a lot of the times, and I do, but when I hear this voice line spammed in my games, A Place of Peace, let's move on. Coming in at the middle of our list is a voice line that I already talked about, but it was too good not to include on this list because a lot of people should get this reference because they're a classic band, but when did AC/DC become classic rock? That's not how 1985 goes, but at number 5 is Reaper's "I'm Back in Black" voice line.
I'm back in black.
I'll be really brief with this. AC/DC made a song, "I'm Back in Black," really good rock song. If you haven't heard it yet, then do yourself a favor, click off your K-pop fan cams and go watch that music video because the song, classic, beautiful, and it fits perfectly with Reaper because he is in fact back in black. Number 4 is a voice line that made him into a meme. Before this voice line, he was just a normal, cliche, boring soldier that every single Call of Duty player played back in the beginning of Overwatch's life. But when Soldier 76 said, "Young punks, get off my lawn," that's when he ascended to true S-tier memeage.
Young punks, get off my lawn.
I love when Blizzard embraces the memes for some of these heroes, whether it's Genji being annoying and always asking the healers for heals, or McCree being sexy, Soldier 76 being a dad, or Mercy getting annoyed by all these DPS heroes calling for heals, but they never get it so they start crying. Oh, speaking of Mercy, at number 3 is a voice line that every single Mercy player has equipped because this is the perfect response to every single DPS hero crying because I'm not getting enough heals. And this is her someone called the Wambulance voice line.
Someone called the Wambulance.
Obviously, Mercy has some iconic voice lines like "You're welcome" or "Piece of cake," but this one was too good to pass up. This was the perfect response back in elementary school when someone was being a big giant baby in dodgeball because, oh, you hit him in the head. Where is someone gonna call the Wambulance? If you didn't talk like that in elementary school during a dodgeball match, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you do talk like that in game after saying this voice line, then more power to you because I'd be too scared to say it. Hey, you're being a big baby. You should call the Wambulance. I'll just have Mercy do it. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the top 2 best voice lines in Overwatch. Both of these heroes are extremely similar because they both have the exact same voice line. However, I decided to go with the better Boop voice line for the number 2 spot, and this is gonna be Sombra's Boop voice line. Boop. There really isn't much to say here. It's Sombra saying boop. This is inspired from her cinematic infiltration where she goes to the CEO of Russia, or god dang, the dictator or president of Russia, and she wants to make a pact, kind of like what Donald Trump is trying to do right now, and then she just boops her on the nose. If you've never booped someone on the nose, whether it's your dog or your grandma or your next door neighbor, then you haven't lived life before. Now, I know about the war that I just started by saying that Lucio has the inferior boop voice lines, and I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for stirring up the pot when it comes to who has the better boop voice line, but when it comes to the best voice line, I decided if we're gonna give Sombra the better boop voice line, then how about we give Lucio the best voice line in all of Overwatch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lucio's "Have some Lucy, ow, ows!" voice line.
Have some Lucy, oh.
The wholesome voice line that just so happened to spawn an in real life cereal that tastes like a vanilla milkshake. How can I not award that the number 1 spot? Now, just like so many of these other heroes, or really just a lot of these heroes, Lucio has some other iconic voice lines, like the boop voice line, or the Happy Holidays voice line. I decided to go with one that I feel like is not as annoying, because Lucio has some very annoying ones, spawn an in real life cereal, and it's just a wholesome, good voice line. I mean, Johnny Cruz is an excellent voice actor that portrays Lucio in the most perfect way possible without even trying. And this one is just a mixture of so many good things wrapped into one single voice line and one single box cereal. If you haven't tried Lucio O's, you are missing out, and you are probably questioning why this is at number 1. But once you get jaded by the beautiful taste of Lucio O's, you will soon realize the power and the fact that this voice line, this single spoken words of a sentence, deserves the number 1 spot. That was the worst speech of all time. But ladies and gentlemen, that is what I think are the top 10 best voice lines in Overwatch. I want to do another top 10, but I feel like that's not really how it works. So maybe I'll do another video talking about voice lines, but until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what your favorite voice lines are in the comments down below, or give me some references so I can educate myself. But until then, I love you guys. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.